Well, I'm just leaving Tehachapi. I took a 0 there yesterday because I was really worn out. And I feel a lot better. It was also really rainy. And when I was going to resupply in the afternoon, like as soon as I got under the overhang, it just started downpouring, like a complete downpour, like a Midwestern downpour. I was really shocked to see California doing that. I just narrowly missed it, but I'm glad I took a 0. I feel a lot better. And I learned that pineapples is 2 days behind me, so I'm hoping that she'll be able to catch up to me soon. But this is a tough 24-mile section without water, in addition to me carrying 6 days of food. My pack is so heavy. So I'm really worried about the Sierras. There's like a lot of fear mongering since I started, but at this point, since I'm so close, I took a week off, so everyone that I've been hiking with is ahead of me for the most part, and they're like experiencing it. And the posts about people attempting it online just don't look very good. We continued getting snow, since it sounds like it usually starts melting at about the beginning of April, but it's just continuing to snow. We just had a huge snowstorm. Like when I was in Reno, the entire time it was just a huge snowstorm in the Sierras, and it sounds like it just dumped like 2 feet of snow over everything. And it's not really getting any better. I mean, today looks pretty nice, but I know it's supposed to storm later tonight and tomorrow as well. But the people that I've been hearing from, it sounds like people are just going home, going to Hawaii. That seems to be a really popular one. I was doing a road trip, hiking a different trail. A lot of people are flipping up to Ashland, Oregon. So I believe that's Southern Oregon. When I was in Tehachapi, a lot of people at the hotel were renting cars and driving up there. Apparently there's some sort of talk happening by an author, I'm not sure the name, and then they were just gonna hike south from there. And normally that's like a good thing to do, but apparently the people at the hotel I stayed at were saying that yeah, it's snowing there, but it's not as deep as the Sierras and the terrain isn't as dangerous. Like it's supposed to be flatter or more rolling mountains rather than some serious mountains like the Sierras. But I was also hearing that people who were up there only got up there to hike southbound, only to find out that it's just as bad and had to turn around and head back to town and figure out what to do from there. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I've just been playing with ideas. I might just go home for a couple weeks and then fly back out and try again. Hopefully the weather's gonna improve, but I'm just gonna see how far I can get for now. I want to make it to Lone Pine and maybe attempt out of there and see how far I get. If it gets too bad, I'm just gonna turn around and head back, and then probably just fly home. I've been hearing how people up ahead they're going into the Sierras are getting frostbite, getting like huge snowstorms where the snow is just piling up over their tents, having a hard time staying warm, and there's like avalanche risks, which I have no avalanche experience or training. I'll probably need to get some different snow gear and maybe snowshoes. Honestly, I'd probably need to get a new pack too, because my pack just can't carry that extra gear. And it sounds like a lot of the roads are still closed that allow you to get resupplies. So you aren't able to just go into town. And then I'm hearing rumors about some of the establishments that normally you could send packages to aren't accepting packages, so you can't get your resupply there. So it just doesn't sound good up ahead. Seriously, wind farms for days. It's kind of stormy out today. The past few days, rain and bad weather has been in the forecast, but the day of, it keeps getting pushed back. I think it's finally caught up. It's been really wet and cold today. Just like this heavy mist fog, and it's been like raining on and off, mixed with snow on and off. It's been just not very many breaks. I'm just trying to keep moving and stay warm. Also, there's a ton of signs of cows, like fresh cow pies and cow tracks all over. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a cow soon. And there's the cows. They all just got up and started running away from me, which I feel pretty good about because they're right by the trail. I have a little bit of a fear of cows. In Ireland, I was once chased by a bunch of cows. Hi, cows. I guess I spooked them. It's mile 600. Almost a fourth of the way done. So much snow. It keeps going back from like raining, hailing, snowing. It's ridiculous. I hope it just stays the snow. That way I don't get wet. Or not as wet. Because it's pretty cold. I don't know what's going on over here, but it looks like someone was camped out here. There's just clothing and a suitcase and cans. This is where I was planning on camping. So last night it snowed. It just kind of alternately rained, hailed, and snowed and collected on my tent. I had to keep removing the snow because I was just weighing my tent down. It was a pretty cold night. Now it's all ice and I'm having a hard time getting it off. So the snow is gone. It all just kind of melted throughout the day with the heat, but then the wind picked up. Right now I'm kind of in more of a wind sheltered area, but it's just been blasting us. It's pretty intense. Like wobbling off the side of the trail and everything. But now I'm in this more desert-like section, and there's signs of cows everywhere. I haven't seen any yet, but there's cow pies all over. There's just like hoof tracks all over. So I wonder if we'll see some cows. So today the weather has been all over the place. This morning it started out below freezing. It was so cold, miserable to get going, and then it heated up really hot and I'm just like sweating. It was miserable. It was so hot. Then a dark cloud rolled in and it started raining and thundering, and then snow and hail were falling. Like pea-sized chunks of hail were just hitting me, and I was like, ow, ow, ow. It was just pelting me. So I took shelter underneath a tree. Eventually that rolled away, and now it's just like beautiful, cool weather. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's not crazy wind. Like the wind the past few days has been insane. Like so insane. But finally I'm experiencing some good weather. But I am worried about the Sierras up ahead with how the weather has been all over the place. Well, tomorrow I'll be getting into Walker Pass. I plan on going into Ridgecrest. I'm like resting there for a bit. So last night I tented outside this cabin, and it was really nice. Well, the cabin was really gross. It was super nasty inside. But there was like a fire ring, and someone like set up a fire. There was actually a lot of us tented there, and it was nice. Having everyone sit around and eat dinner felt like a real camping experience. But on Gut Hooks, there were comments about mice. And I decided to leave my trash bag outside of my food bag as like a decoy, because I'd rather have a mouse chew inside my trash bag rather than my food bag. That would really suck. And sure enough, this morning there was a hole inside my trash bag, and pulled out a little bit out a used wet wipe. It was kind of shredded next to the bag. It was just hanging out slightly. Out of all the things I could have chosen for my trash bag, the wet wipe. But I can't imagine that being very appealing because there weren't any other holes in my stuff. So a good call on that one. Oh man, that's my first glimpse of the Sierras. Snow-capped mountains out there. I'm like just on the edge of going down into Walker Pass. And then just over the mountains right there is Kennedy Meadows. But all over there, they're all snow-capped. Wow.